out there, how many of you have been to all 30 Decatur celebrations? This is awesome. It's a Friday night. It's a good way to kick it off. And you know what? We are just going to enjoy this night. We're going to celebrate good times all weekend long. But before we get going, we're going to celebrate our freedom with our national anthem performed by Macon County Queen Sophie Schwabach.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars the road that fight, o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the
Don't forget, you can also catch the Macon County pageant Sunday at 2 o'clock in the Civic Center Arena. Coming up tonight, 8 o'clock on this stage, Lone Star, a great country group. We've got a lot of great acts coming up this weekend here at the Decatur Celebration. Also tomorrow you can catch Vanilla Ice, Blues Travelers, and then on Sunday you can catch In Vogue, Kool and the Gang, and Unspoken. There's so much great other free entertainment all throughout the downtown area. And again, thanks for coming out. It's Friday night. I want to introduce Eric Lee from ESPN Radio 1050, announcer extraordinaire, to take over the rest of the ceremony. Eric?
Hey, give it up for J.C. Fultz. A lot of people don't know, J.C. Yeah, JC short for Joaquin Corleone. Joaquin Corleone. That joke lost a lot of luster when my mic cut out 6 times. Lost a lot of it. All right, hey, you made it. We're here, Decatur Celebration 2015. How about this? We're partying. Look down the road right now. We just started. We haven't even actually started, and the road is full. Lone Star here at 8 o'clock. That's how you do a mic switch. All right. So anyway, the J.C. Fultz joke. Should I go back to that? No? All right, we made it. We made it. Decatur, you're here. We're going to do some partying. For the second year, Lord Skirtville and her group came up with an idea to have a king and queen candidacy over the months leading to the celebration. That money goes right into the big pot to make sure this celebration stays free, to make sure you keep getting great acts. And this year they brought in over $30,000 as a group of 7. $30,000! And this is who did it. We want to introduce you to your candidates. First of all, representing State Farm Insurance, your first queen candidate was Melody Shelley. State Farm Red on purpose? Yep. Next up, representing Ameren, I believe. That's where Paula went, right? You might have known her as J.C. Fultz's old co-worker, Paula Thornton. That's right. She's with Caterpillar. Your next queen candidate from CAT, Melverta Wilkins. And your fourth queen candidate, I always forget the name of the company for some reason. Capelli's. They just moved out to Ash Avenue. Give it up for Nicole Corrington. Coley. She goes by Coley for short. So there's your 4 queen candidates. We had 3 king candidates. So last year there were 10 candidates that brought in, I think, 20 grand. This year 7 candidates brought in 30. So that's pretty impressive. Your first king candidate from ADM, Rusty Johnson. You really think she's pretty cool? Look at her. How cool Rusty is. Next to him, representing, obviously, University Dogs and also Brink Otter, right? Zane Peterson. And your third and final king candidate right in the middle, it's amazing he's wearing sleeves. Representing Dynagraphics Wood Printing, Jim Ashby. Once again, a huge thanks to these 7 that brought in a huge chunk of money for the celebrations of the future. But the big news is we got a king and queen to crown. They've all received a pretty good package, but 2 of them get a crown. Your 2015 Decatur Celebration queen, Melanie Shelling. Take a walk. There she is. Oh, wore a sash, a dress to match a sash. She was sashed by Carla Miller and crowned by last year's king, Jeff Ludwig from Country Companies. That is an insurance coup right there. Melanie Shelling. Let's stay up here, Melanie. You can get more limelight as a queen. We need a king. The 2015 Decatur Celebration king, Jim Ashby. A solid prediction, though, from the front row. Nothing messes that hair up. It'll go right back to the way it was. Jim and Melanie are now instant VIPs. They will each have a dedicated golf cart all weekend and the opportunity to meet all of the festival headliners. They raise a ton of money and it's totally worth it. In case anybody wants to do this next year, you can let Lori know. Your king, Jim Ashby. Your queen, Melanie Shelling. And one more time for the 5 behind him, because they did it as a group. Over $30,000 for the celebration. So they're going to stick around up here because we got a little bit more opening ceremonies to get to, because we're doing one for tuna this year. Next, we're going to bring up from Land O'Lincoln Credit Union the 2015 Celebration President, the only guy with more product in his hair than Jim, Chris Phillips.
Thank you, Eric. Welcome, everyone, to the 30th anniversary Decatur Celebration. First and foremost, I'd like to take a few minutes just to thank the folks that make this all possible. First, I really would like to throw a big shout out and thank you to Lori Sturgill, our festival director, and her team. Please give her that well-run, deserved round of applause. She deserves it. And so does her team. Second, I'd like to thank our board of directors. As you can see back here, they are the backbone and guidance of the celebration and put a lot of hours to make this happen. So please give them a warm round of applause. Next, I'd like to thank our volunteers. You are the real reason this festival has been happening for the last 30 years, and we appreciate everything that you do. In fact, we lost a close family member for this year of the celebration in Mike Query. Many of you that know him know that he lived and breathed the celebration. His work went well beyond these 3 days. It was all year round. His dedication to our event shines through this weekend, and he will be missed. Just as it was with Mike, the Decatur Celebration is made on your backs, your sweat, and your help. We cannot do this without you. Please give our volunteers a round of applause. Finally, I'd like to thank everyone who supports this annual event, from our sponsors to the city to the downtown area. Thank you for your dollars, your resources, your commitment to continuing this event. In that regard, I'd like to also give a special thanks to Brian Byers and Kevin Brahaney for their help in working with us in ADM to deliver a truly special experience for our anniversary. ADM's huge sponsorship was amazing, and you'll be able to see the results of the help that this helped in some of the awesome acts that we have this year. Please give our sponsors a well-deserved round of applause. Finally, it's the Decatur Celebration's 30th year, and it is truly 30 years of celebrating Decatur. As my second year of chairing this festival comes to a close, I'm left with a sense of hope and excitement for Decatur and the celebration. Our town, our community, and our citizens are in the middle of a grand change, an upswing and a revelation that has been needed for years. And the Decatur Celebration has always been a bright spot and an example of that strength of the community. We are here to celebrate our accomplishments, our people, and our future. And this has always been one of our premier events in our region and will be no different this year. This celebration is a shout out to our community and the great endeavors of the year. Our board of directors knows it, our volunteers know it, our citizens know it, and our much beloved and former mayor Mike McElroy knew it. Here's to 30 years of the Decatur Celebration, and here's to 30 more. Welcome to the Decatur Celebration. And now, with Mayor McElroy in mind, I'm going to turn it over to Julie Moore.
Thank you. I am so honored to be here on behalf of the city of Decatur tonight. 30 years, 3 decades of the Decatur Celebration. And there's a guy who lived and breathed the Decatur Celebration, our beloved Mayor Mike McElroy. And tonight, the last thing he would want for us to be is sad. He would want us to celebrate, get an onion blossom, listen to the music, enjoy, have a gator on the stick, maybe an ice cold Pepsi or maybe a Bud Light or two. We honor him in so many ways by celebrating this evening and this weekend. What a great community we have. But rather than being sad and having a moment of silence, instead, we'd like to give a toast to the man that was so much for Decatur. Father Joe Malloy called him Mr. Decatur, Decatur's greatest cheerleader. I would also call him Mr. Decatur Celebration. So, Tuna, here's to you. This bud's for you for all you do. Join me in a toast to Tuna. On behalf of Tuna, the Decatur City Council, Decatur City staff, we hope you enjoy every aspect of the Decatur Celebration, from the parade to everything that happens this weekend. I have a feeling Tuna's going to help us out with some really great weather. And with that, it's time to officially declare the 2015 Decatur Celebration, 30th Annual Decatur Celebration, officially open. Enjoy, everybody.
Good job, King.